girl with a preppy vibe. Came to the spot with a friend of mine. She caught my eye. From the beginning, I was hooked. I can't tell a lie. Fresh, dressed, and fly. I respect her mind. Some dude trying to impress, but looking goofy at the same time. He bugging, she looking. I'm going for mine. Confidently, I approach with that eye-to-eye contact. She smiling while adjusting her hair, so I smile back. Pretty girl, what's your name? She said, is that true? Cause if it is, your name perfect for you. My name handsome. She said your name fits you too. See, we was clicking, and after that, time just flew. Then that time came to talk to her pops. He gave his blessing. And then that mind frame I had was honoring and protecting. I knew she was the woman we met. I found my future girl, and no other woman compares to my girl.
Hey y'all, welcome to the live stream. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. Yes, y'all, happy Monday. Yes, let me give you guys some time to get on into the live stream. I am going to get my YouTube set up so I can see the comments as they come in. Okay, got that going. If you guys can hear me pretty good, please let me know. I would really appreciate that. I have a couple people that are showing up in here. Yes, honey. Let me know if you guys can hear me. And also, how was your Monday? Yes. As I mentioned, if you saw the description of the video or if you saw the community post, I am furloughed again, y'all. So I said, you know what? Why not go ahead and go live today? There's a lot going on. And, we just catch up and check in and do the things, right? So, yes, that is what we are here to do today. And let's see. I guess what I will go ahead and kick off with is information regarding the furlough because I'm not surprised that the furlough took place because I expected it to. But I do believe that the furlough is going to go a little bit longer than what was anticipated, considering everything going on in Minneapolis. So, yeah, I think we're going to be off probably this week. Maybe go back next week, or maybe by Friday. Just depends, right? So let's go ahead and get into that. Let me pull it up.
I think partial government shutdown is going to last a little longer. House Democrats are refusing to back the deal negotiated in the Senate last week to pass new spending bills. Congress has already passed half of this year's funding bills, meaning several federal agencies and programs, including the nutrition program SNAP, will continue operating through September. Essential government functions will also continue. Meanwhile, Democrats want changes in the way ICE operates, including an end to roving patrols, a ban on face masks, and a requirement for body-worn cameras.
Do you support all federal Border Patrol agents and ICE wearing body cams?
We'll be talking about that in the near future.
The administration can't just talk the talk. They need to walk the walk. That should begin today, not in 2 weeks, today.
However, some workers could go without pay during the partial shutdown. Some might even be furloughed until the impasse is resolved. And even if this current proposal ultimately passes, we could be right back in a shutdown in 2 weeks when the Homeland Security funding runs out again. Take a live look now outside from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. If you don't have a real ID yet, you have to pay out of pocket to board your flight. Heads up there. TSA is charging $45 to use its newly established Confirm ID system, a process.
Let me pause right there with the furlough talk. So we have Mr. I'm Geo Do 14 here in the live stream. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Let me just say that we just listened to a little bit about the ongoing furlough, right? And the people are saying, hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, so okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little distracted there. But let me tell you. Okay, so they were mentioning about the furlough. So I think originally it was understood that they were going to probably fast track this new bill into being signed this week, today or yes or tomorrow. But the Democrats Mr. Hakeem Jeffries was saying that, they are not going to just vote for this, right? They want to see some changes being made when it comes to everything going on with the Department of Homeland Security, right? So you just heard about them wanting to see, the agents with like body cams. So I did see today that they're going to have all of the Minneapolis ICE agents with body cams, and they're going to deploy that across the US, but as money allows, right? So yeah, you're gonna have that happening. So at least they are making some strides towards what towards what the people are wanting in order to get us out of this furlough situation, right? But yes, I do believe that the furlough is going to take a little bit longer now because they have a little bit of leverage now. They had those two unalivements with Miss Renee Good and with Mr. Alex Preddy. So they're really going to hone in on, hey, we want these things in place before we decide to, continue to fund this agency, right? So they're kind of like in a bargaining position to an extent. I'm kind of curious as to right now, today, like there is no budget, but they still have these agents out there working. And is it going to get any better? Because, okay, they're out here working and not getting any timely compensation, if that makes sense, right? So you have that aspect going. So yeah, just wondering how this will play out. I do believe they're going to get some progress made on some of their requests, but they're going to probably hold signing this bill to get out of this furlough status. They're going to use that to get more of what they want when it comes to the ICE agents. Okay, that's just my thoughts, right? So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and finish this video, and then we're gonna continue on. They're talking about real IDs and them charging $45 to use the TSA software in order to process through the airports. So let's keep it going.
A process that may take longer at security. In fact, screening for confirm IDs is expected to take an extra 30 minutes. It's also important to note that the fee only covers 10 days of travel. To avoid it, passengers can use a passport, valid military ID, permanent resident card, or other accepted photo identification. We heard from an expert about why the push for Real ID is happening now.
Well, it's important because Real ID is people confirming they are who they say they are. And this phase is just the next step in that process. We're trying to make sure that there's no nefarious actors getting on board. And we know everybody that gets on board a plane is who they say they are.
The TSA is still urging flyers to get those Real IDs to avoid delays or missed flights. We're celebrating Black History Month this morning, and
okay, let's go on to the next video.
Let's get to Capitol Hill right now because the government is partially shut down today, and its fate now lies in the hands of the House. In just a few hours, the House Rules Committee is set to consider a funding package to end the shutdown. The Senate passed. So
to my understanding, they were supposed to meet or gather around 4 p.m. to try to propose this agreement to hit the floor. So they were saying 4 p.m. today, they would try to get it on the floor and then possibly vote on Tuesday. So I'm not sure what happened at 4 p.m. today, but I will look into that as we watch this video. So let's keep it going.
Legislation late Friday, senators agreed to substitute the DHS funding bill in the package for a 2-week extension of funding for the department at current levels, but this still needs approval from the House. And House Democrats on the Homeland Committee sent a letter to their colleagues urging them to vote against the funding package, saying Democrats must act now to demand real changes that protect our communities before ICE and CBP receive another dollar in funding.
We voted for this last time. The Democrats, most of them voted for this. For the Democrats to turn around and vote against it on Tuesday just to shut down the federal government makes no sense to me at all. I think the Speaker, the trick is getting it through the Rules Committee. And I believe that the Speaker would not do that if he didn't have the votes.
CBS News congressional reporter Torian Small is live on Capitol Hill for us today. Hey, Torian, so what are we expecting from the House today?
Yeah, Mugo, we're expecting those deliberations in that panel you just mentioned. This is the procedural step before any bill becomes legislation as it heads to the House floor. It has to go through the House Rules Committee. What we're expected to hear is the case from Democrats. Quite a few are still concerned about the aggressive immigration enforcement raids the Trump administration has been taking. Democrats in the Senate brokering a deal that would see, instead of another year-long funding for the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees ICE, just a 2-week window to allow what Senate and House leadership are calling good faith negotiations about a pathway forward. So that's set to happen at 4 p.m. where we'll see those deliberations before it is expected to be voted out of that panel favorably to the floor for a vote, which, according to Speaker Johnson, that could happen as early as tomorrow.
And Torian, also on the docket for the House are resolutions to hold former President Bill Clinton and his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, in contempt of Congress. Where does that stand?
Yeah, so it goes through that panel again. This is the essential gatekeeper before it heads to the full floor for a vote. It's at the discretion of the Speaker after it is approved out of committee, which again, House Republicans hold a narrow majority, so it's likely that will happen. And then he could decide anytime this week after that happens to send it to the floor for a vote. The procedure that happens after that is there would take a recommendation from Congress to the Department of Justice to decide whether or not to execute that contempt of court charge on the Clintons. But we'll see. As we've seen before in the past, this is a Department of Justice that has been pretty much in lockstep with President Trump on prosecuting or going after his political rivals. So that's likely the pathway that we're heading down. But I do want to make mention of this special election that happened in Texas. Another Democrat headed to the Senate. The balance of power is even more smaller of a margin of victory for Republicans. They can only afford to lose one Republican vote moving forward after the House Speaker swears in the new congressman-elect. Once that happens, we'll see a lot more of that head-bashing stoppage before any legislation can move forward without any general consensus here, Mugo.
Okay, Torian Small on Capitol Hill for us today. As always, thank you so much for your time.
Okay. So I did do a little bit of looking here. Okay, we have Lou here. He says they done shut down the government. Yes, they did. But it's a partial shutdown this time because several agencies were already funded back in November last year. So the rest, well, some were funded, I guess, after November, between November and December. And there were quite a few that were not funded, to include DHS. So they were funded until 31 Jan. And so now we're kind of waiting to find out what's going to happen with, the bills, getting us funded. Now I think they have recommended that they fund everyone else, but fund DHS for like 2 weeks. And then after that, whatever, right? So I think Jeffries is saying that they don't want to give it the dime until they get certain things in place. So appears to me that, okay, well, they want these things put in place and then they'll consider, signing these bills so people can go back to work and get paid, right? So I kind of like the idea of going ahead and funding the others until the end of the year, end of the fiscal year. But I get their point in the fact that that's their bargaining chip. So we'll have to see how this plays out, right? But yes, as you said, I'm Mr. Lou. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I do. But yes, y'all, I need to look into what happened with the special election over in Texas. But before I look into that, I did look up what happened today at 4 p.m. So according to what I'm finding here, they're saying that there was a meeting at the White House where President Trump met with the congressional leaders about the federal funding and the government shutdown. And they have three key points. Is that the president met with key lawmakers, including Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, Senate leaders, and others to discuss the ongoing partial federal government shutdown and the stalled funding bills. Okay. Second point, Trump said that lawmakers were close to a resolution, okay? Fingers crossed on that, right? To restore government funding and end the shutdown that began earlier this weekend after Congress missed the appropriations deadline. Third point, the discussion focused on advancing a bipartisan Senate-approved funding package that would fund most of the government long-term through the fiscal year, provide only a temporary extension, about 2 weeks, of funding for the Department of Homeland Security while negotiations continue on immigration-related policy issues. And then Trump publicly urged both Republicans and Democrats to approve the Senate deal without delay. That's that's quotation here, including strict language that there should be no changes to the negotiated package as it goes to a House vote. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right here. So they have negotiation points listed out too, in summary. So Republicans want to move the Senate back spending deal through the House quickly, but some conservative House members want additional measures added, such as voter ID or other policy changes. Democrats are resistant to parts of the deal without further concessions, especially related to DHS and immigration enforcement reforms. Examples requiring body cameras, limiting mask use by ICE agents, and judicial warrant requirements. Okay. Now, I did see today, like I mentioned before, that Ms. No stated they're going to be having all of the agents with body cams. That all of them that are in Minneapolis we will be getting body cams soon, and then they're going to release to the other areas as funding allows. So that's already in the works. Okay. Now, limiting mask use, I don't know because I think I don't know because I see the environment that these ICE agents are in with all the gas and all of that, and I just don't know about the not having on the mask. Now, I did see a video today where people who are believed to be ICE agents were at a convenience store, and people thought they were ICE agents, and they were being, they were being they were the attention of the people. I'll say that, right? So yes, y'all. So I think that the people have figured out who these people are and all of that. I don't think I have that video for today, but I will definitely make sure that I have it for the next one. Let me write that down because I thought it was interesting because this one dude had came out of the gas station and he had a drink and someone just knocked the drink out of his hand. And he looked at them and he just went ahead on and got in his vehicle. So I'm glad that that didn't escalate into something, more, right? So let me write this down so I can make sure I have that for the next one. So let me see what's going on in the chat as I was reading this excerpt on what happened at today's meeting with the president. Okay, so we don't have any comments going on right now. Okay, that's fine. But yes, y'all. So hopefully we will have a resolution soon on what's going to happen with this furlough government shutdown. But they are going to use this situation with DHS to, I think, make their point and to use it as leverage, if you will, right? So what I'm going to show you next is a bit of footage that I found regarding ICE agent interactions. I want to say this first one was in New Jersey. So let's get into that. And feel free to comment in the chat what your thoughts are, and we'll keep this thing going.
Do you have a specific warrant to look for anybody? Do you have a particular warrant to look for anybody? So I'm the elected official. My name is Jake Efros. I am the city council person right here in Jersey City.
Listen, there's nothing that you're going to say that's going to prevent us from doing our job. Just letting you know. So you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time.
What is your job?
No, we're ICE. Okay, clearly we're marked. All right. So I'm just letting you know. You can continue talking, but we're not going to answer any questions. So just stay there. You can observe. You can do whatever you want. Just don't interfere. Are we cool?
Okay. What is the?
I'm not going to tell you anything else.
Do you have a warrant?
We don't need a warrant, bro. Stop getting that in your head. That's it. Okay. That's it.
What is your job today? Are you just looking for anybody in particular?
Here. Pone su teléfono aquí. Aquí. Pone su teléfono aquí. Estamos con usted, okay? Listen, I'm gonna ask you to back up. You're not gonna come in the elevator now. So I'm gonna just have you back up.
This is the elevator that I can use,
well, we're
though.
gonna take it now. You guys can stay out here. We have the guy in custody. I don't want you guys interfering with us having him in custody.
Okay,
So
I'm just trying to.
You can
I'm
meet
just
us on top
observing.
after.
I'm recording.
Okay? You can record. I have no problem with you recording. But you're not gonna get in the elevator with us right now.
It's my right to be able to use
you're not gonna get in the
the
elevator
public
with us
transit,
now.
right?
I'm letting you know, if you do come in, I'm gonna consider you as interfering, and then that's 18 U.S.C. 111. You will be charged. All right. So do your thing. I have no problem with you recording. You record all you want. But I'm letting you know you're not gonna come in the elevator. You understand?
Why are you taking this man? Why are you taking this man? Do you have a warrant for his arrest particularly? Do you know who that?
That's it.
You have no idea who you took, huh? You're just picking up random guys, you're profiling random guys down there, you profiled a U.S. citizen. You don't care. You're just picking people up, right? You don't have warrants for their arrest. Yo, stay away from my neighbor. 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 We have the legal right to record. We have the legal right to record. You better stay away from my neighbor.
Coward, identification, they covered yourself. Identify yourself,
Subaru Ascent black. Pathfinder Nissan, also black. W51 Nissan black.
My goodness. So I thought that was interesting how they had the councilman that was speaking with the agents. So I did not see Lou's comment on YouTube. I think it got removed, but I do see it over here on Restream. So I will make sure that I am looking at what is on here. So okay, it's a couple of y'all that had comments that YouTube deleted. So, okay. So Lou says smoke and mirrors. ICE is going to be out there working anyway, as I'm sure they will be considered essential workers. Laugh out loud. Okay. So yes, definitely did not see that comment. And you're right. They do have people that are required to work. Regardless doing a shutdown, they are essential workers. But yeah, if you are not getting paid, um, and you're working, are you going to have the best attitude? Like I mentioned before. So yeah, we'll have to see how things progress. I mean, I don't know, because it sounds like to me, like I've said yesterday and like I said last Sunday, that I don't see the administration backing down any of this, and they're gonna still have these agents doing what they're doing, paid or unpaid, because they will get paid at some point, right? So, or basically, we'll just, Trump will figure out how to pay these folks. You know how he did with the military on the last furlough. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Now I see we have Robson Marcelino in the house. Welcome to the live stream. Glad that you're here. Now I missed this comment because I didn't have this thing up, and it was revenge is mine. And Revenge's Mind says, how the heck are you? I am doing good, Revenge. Okay. I cannot complain. Doing well. Cannot complain at all. Just happy to be here. Okay. Welcome to the live stream. And he also said it's about immigration. Yes, I'm assuming you're saying that this whole furlough going on right now is pertaining to the immigration situation. I agree with you 100%. It is. They're definitely using it as a sticking point. So, what can I say? Yes, we got that going on. So, what else we got here? Did I miss anybody else? Okay, we got Lavonda here. Hey, girl, welcome to the live stream. She says, "Great evening, everyone." Hey, girl, we got Lavonda in the house. Lavonda, so we have Lou saying Lavonda has entered the chat. Oh, we have Mr. Ferris here. How you doing, Mr. James Ferris? Welcome to the live stream. He says, "How you doing?" Good. He says, "Good evening. You look gorgeous. Thank you so much." Mr. Ferris. I appreciate that. I do. He gonna always come through y'all on the live and let me know that. I appreciate you. And we got Lou, you know it, laughing. So yes, I think I am caught up with everything on both pages. So okay, what we just saw here. So what we just saw was a New Jersey councilman that was videoing the ICE agents and asking them questions, right? And I thought it was pretty cool how the guy calmly was like, look, we're doing our job. We're not answering any more questions for you. You know, I didn't see any real aggression. Maybe he knew this person was, a councilman, and he may have had like other people with him that was recording things. So maybe that's what kind of saved him a little bit. I'm not really sure, y'all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's a safe environment over here, y'all. So, but yeah, and the guy was like, look, you can't get in this elevator. Which I understood that because you got all these agents in there with the person they're trying to obtain. Um, I don't want to say capture, but that might be the term, right? But yeah, so the gentleman apparently caught back up with them because I saw where he was videoing them at the vehicles. So yeah, it got real crazy out there, right? So that was in New Jersey. I honestly did not know that they were doing things like this in New Jersey as well. I didn't know that. So I know that I heard there was some issues going on in California. I think that's because the Super Bowl is coming up and they're trying to, deploy ICE to California, to Santa Clara. If you were here yesterday, you saw the Batman who came in and wanted the local council to like not support assisting, the ICE agents and whatnot. We saw that yesterday. But yes, y'all, this is happening beyond Minneapolis. Okay. So let's go ahead on to the next. The next video is I want to say in Chicago. Let's check that out.
Nobody's like law enforcement or anything. Where's this federal agent thing coming into play?
That's what he said. He said, I'm a federal agent.
That he is or you are?
He said, I'm a federal agent. He's filming me while I'm trying to pump my gas. He's got the camera on my face. He's following around, taking pictures of my car, walking around on the side over here. I don't want anybody sticking their camera in my face. I don't know what he's trying to do with this.
So you were just...
I'm pumping my gas here.
Yeah,
I'm pumping my gas. He parks there. He's walking over there. He comes with his camera. He's filming me pumping my gas. Starts walking around my car. Takes a picture of a license plate, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Comes around over here. I said, what are you doing? Why are you filming me? I tried to grab his phone. I don't know who this is. It's my car. My car's my car. Okay. But I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And I don't like him sticking a camera in my face. I want to know what he was doing with it. I want to get the picture and I want him to delete it.
Yeah. Okay.
You called him.
Thank you for coming out here.
Oh, for sure. So what's going on?
So I filmed him. I think he's a federal agent.
Okay.
And he got very angry that I was filming him. And he ran up to me. He grabbed me. He threw me on the ground.
Are you law enforcement or what's...
No.
No?
No. I'm
You
just
have no federal involvement or
zero.
anything? Okay.
Zero. He threw me on the ground. And he tried to grab the phone out of me.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
But how do you grab you? Like by your jacket or?
To be honest with you,
What do you call?
because of my adrenaline, I don't know, but there's a witness.
I'm right here.
Okay. She probably knows better.
And stopped at a light, and I saw this old man being tackled to the ground and pulled around like this by that man. And so I started beeping my horn so people would notice.
Okay.
And I said, "Get off him! Why? What are you doing?" And that's the only reason I'm here is just to tell that.
I got you. Okay. It's the assumption that he's works for the government.
That he came out of the Broadview facility.
Okay. You work for the government or no? Do you work for the government or no? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. That's
He followed me from my work.
That's where, I know. That's where this came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
He followed me.
Because we got, that's the info we got, is somebody's yelling and this and that when we were coming
He
over.
followed me from my work.
Okay. So after this, you started hollering about all that. This guy's alleging you tossed him on the ground.
Yeah, I was trying to grab his phone out of his hand.
Did he get on the ground?
Did he get on the ground?
Yeah,
he made his way to the ground.
Were you on the ground with him?
I wasn't on the ground, no.
He get physical with you at all?
No, I mean, he was actively resisting. He wanted to get his phone out of his hand. What's his name?
So, again, walk me through this, because we're reviewing, obviously, the camera footage.
That's not me, y'all. That's the video.
Did you see these people following you? Everyone that stayed here? Was he following you?
I didn't notice him when I was driving. I only saw him when I got out to pump gas.
Okay. And he's here, you're pumping gas, minding your own business. He's obviously recording you, recording the car, all that stuff. Do you guys exchange words or anything like that?
Not initially, not until I came around the corner and kind of hollered at him, why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?
What'd he say? Oh, just, okay. And then, as I see you guys are over here,
yeah.
Then what happens?
We were tossing on the ground trying to get the phone.
Okay. But you're saying you obviously initiate the contact with him trying to... Okay. You're not injured, you don't need medical attention, anything like that? We didn't run the car. Is this a personal car or?
It's my personal.
Listen, we're just here. We got called here.
Do you understand the seriousness of this and the doxing and the things that occur?
Listen.
My work and everything, so it's
just so you know, I know. It's. We have a job to do. I understand.
Don't look good.
Can we get the footage from you?
We're gonna have to.
So do we make sure we look this all the way through? It's up to you. I'm just,
I understand that.
You know?
I understand that. Fucking grab that. Fucking get you on the fucking ground.
Yeah, it's a little choppy. Yeah, I would like to try and see it from the station too. I think it's just a self-service. There, it's blurry. I can't see anything.
I don't really know that. I haven't heard of too many guys. So
okay. Obviously, you're a little concerned with people following you, knowing where you live.
Oh man, this shit's gonna be all over TikTok or whatever it's gonna be.
I'm waiting from them who are waiting from other people to make sure we take everybody. It sounds like Monday evening is the earliest. This is recording. Like I said, ours is spotty, but we'll kind of go from there. So, and then just grab a picture of like the sidewalk and over here. Where are you guys rolling around at?
It was right over there by that rock.
How'd you guys get separated? Do you remember?
I guess I got stood up, I guess, people started hollering, so.
You didn't punch him or anything like that? Are you saying he fell to the ground when you're trying to grab the phone? Did you push him to the ground?
Well, maybe in the struggle he went down, but...
With the sole intention of grabbing the phone to delete the pictures.
Try to get him off.
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to tell y'all what, it was hard for me to follow what was going on. It was hard for me to follow that. So for this last video, was it that, tell me if I got this right. Was it that the civilian had followed someone who he perceived to be an ICE agent to the gas station and was filming him? And then the ICE agent tried to get the phone from him and they had a little scuffle? Is that what took place? I got the small screen, y'all, so I didn't get to look at the video before I loaded it. But is that what you guys understand the situation to be? Let me know what you think here. We have Shine Management here. Welcome to the live stream. He says they will get it in Philly if they want the business. Not in Philly. It's not 1920s no more. Arrest that moron police, and that's assault officers. He has to go in. Okay. So did I restate what I think I saw correctly? Or should I just go back and rewatch it? What y'all think? What's not going on? I'm gonna see if anybody responds, and I may try to rewatch that and then stop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let me get back into that real quick.
Do you have a specific warrant to look for anybody?
This one's not that long.
Do you have a particular warrant to look for anybody? So I'm the elected official. My name
Let
is
me
Jake
ask you
Epstein.
guys this. Do you have to have a
I am the city
warrant
council
as an
person
ICE agent
right here in Jersey
to
City.
do what they're
Listen, there's
doing?
nothing that you're going to say that's going to prevent
Do
us from
you
doing
all
our job.
know
So
if
you're
that
wasting
is
time.
Okay, what is your job?
No, we're ICE.
requirement?
Okay, clearly you're marked. All right. So I'm just letting you know. You can continue talking, but we're not going to answer any questions. So just stay there. You can observe. You can do whatever you want. Just don't interfere. Are we cool?
Okay, what is the...
I'm not going to tell you anything else.
Do you have a warrant?
We don't need a warrant, bro. Stop getting that in your head. That's it. Okay, that's it.
They say they don't need a,
What
they
is
don't
your
need
job
a
today?
warrant. I'm gonna look that up,
Are
y'all.
you
while
just
this
looking
is
for
playing
anybody in
again.
particular? Estamos con usted, okay?
Listen, I'm going to ask you to back up. You're not going to come in the elevator now. So I'm going to just have you back up.
This is the elevator that I can use,
we're
though.
going to take it now. You guys can stay out here. We have the guy in custody. I don't want you guys interfering with us having him in custody.
Okay,
So
I'm just
wait on
trying
here.
to...
You can
I'm
meet
just
us on top
observing.
after.
I'm recording.
So let me pause that, y'all. So what I found is that warrant for arrest, ICE agents do not generally need a judicial judge signed warrant to arrest someone for immigration violations. Federal law 8 USC section 1357 authorizes them to arrest non-citizens they believe are in the US illegally. They also use administrative warrants internal to the Department of Homeland Security to make arrests. In some situations, ICE may arrest without any warrant if they have probable cause and fear the person will flee before a warrant can be obtained. Okay. Now, warrant for home entry. This is where law and practice differ and have recently been challenged. Traditionally, to enter a private home or other private property, ICE had to obtain a judicial search warrant signed by a federal judge, the same basic standard that applies to most law enforcement under the Fourth Amendment. Recent developments / controversy. A recently disclosed internal ICE DHS memo suggests agents can rely on administrative warrants alone to enter homes to arrest people with final removal orders without a judicial warrant. This is a departure from long-standing practice and legal interpretation. Civil rights advocates are challenging this policy in court, arguing it violates the Fourth Amendment's protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. Judges have questioned or rejected actions based on this approach. So I guess the answer is to my question, yes and no, right? Let me see if y'all said anything in the chat while I've read that. Let's see. Okay, so we got Ken and Corey here. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I scheduled my live earlier today and announced it because I'm furloughed. So why not, right? So we got Chris R268. Welcome to the live stream, Chris. No, it's not required. They enforce immigration laws. Okay. That's pretty much what I just read. So thank you, sir. We got Sean Management back. They're supposed to have an issued warrant from the judge. That's why people ask for them. Well, I think from what I read here, they're saying that for let me go back to that screen real quick, y'all. Well, I just read what I read, but basically to enter a private home, traditionally you would need one, but according to this new memo that's recent, they're saying that they can rely on administrative warrants. But to arrest someone who they believe is a non-citizen here illegally, they do not require a warrant. So that's what I'm getting. And that's based on 8 USC section 1357, the law. So yeah, that's what it says, y'all. So let's let this keep going. I know we've seen it before, but I'm processing it now. Let's do this.
You can record. I have no problem with you recording, but you're not gonna get in the elevator with us right now.
It's my right to be able to use
you're not gonna get in the elevator
public
with us right
transit,
now.
right?
I'm letting you know, if you do come in, I'm gonna consider you as interfering, and then that's 18 USC 111. You will be charged. All right. So do your thing. I have no problem with you recording. You record all you want, but I'm letting you know you're not gonna come in the elevator. You understand?
Why are you taking this man?
Okay.
Why are you taking this man? Do you have a warrant for his arrest particularly? Do you know who that?
That's it.
He asking too many questions at this point.
You have no idea who you took, huh? You're just picking up random guys, you're profiling random guys down there, you profiled a U.S. citizen. You don't care.
You're just picking people up, right? You don't have warrants. You don't have warrants for their arrest. Yo, stay away from my neighbor. 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 We have the legal right to record. We have the legal right to record. You better stay away from my neighbor.
Coward, identification, they covered yourself. Identify yourself, mother.
Subaru Ascent black. Pathfinder Nissan, also black. W51
So is she stating what they're driving in? The ICE agents? Okay, y'all, we're gonna get to the next one that I was trying to understand.
Like law enforcement or anything? Where's the federal agent thing coming into play?
That's what he said. He said, I'm a federal agent.
He is or you are?
He said, I'm a federal agent. He's filming me while I'm trying to pump my gas. He's got the camera on my face. He's following around, taking pictures of my...
That's the part where I'm confused. Is which person is supposed to be the federal agent here? That's where I'm getting confused at. Okay. Somebody help me out in the chat, okay?
Of my car, walking around on the side over here. I don't want anybody sticking their camera in my face. I don't know what he's trying to do with this.
So you were just...
I'm pumping my gas here.
Yeah,
I'm pumping my gas. He parked there. He's walking over there. He comes with his camera. He's filming me pumping my gas.
I mean, I can tell you this. If I'm somewhere pumping my gas, I don't even know who's saying this. If it's the ICE agent or the civilian, I don't know who's saying this at this point. But what I would tell you for me is that I don't want anybody filming me pumping gas or doing anything. Now for those who are new here, when I went somewhere for Labor Day, and I was like, I had saw this cute mural. I was doing a cute little photo shoot or whatever real quick, and this man like pulled up where I was at and was like sitting in opened the door staring at me. Like, dude, what is you doing? So to me, it's like it reminded me of this scenario. We got somebody like staring at you or filming you in this case unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be doing that. But let's keep this going.
Starts walking around my car, takes a picture of the license plate, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Comes around over here. I said, what are you doing? Why are you filming me? I tried to grab his phone. I don't know who this is. It's my car. My car's my car. Okay. But I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And I don't like him sticking a camera in my face. I want to know what he was doing with it. I want to get the picture and I want him to delete it.
Yeah. Okay.
You called him.
Thank you for coming out here.
Oh, for sure. So what's going on?
So, I filmed him. I think he's a federal agent.
Okay.
And he got very angry that I was filming him.
Okay, so I understand now. So he just said, so the civilian said that he filmed the other guy because he thought he was a federal agent. So I guess what I don't understand is filming him pump gas. Like, what is that going to do? What is the theory, I guess, behind some of this? Like, I don't get it. Why would you? Because you think he's a federal agent. Why would you film him pumping gas? Does anyone understand why he would do that? Let me know.
And he ran up to me. He grabbed me. He threw me on the ground.
Are you law enforcement or what's?
No.
No?
No.
I'm just no federal involvement or anything?
Zero. He threw me on the ground, and he tried to grab the phone out of me.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. How do you grab you? Like by your jacket or?
To be honest with you,
what do you call?
Because of my adrenaline, I don't know, but there's a witness.
I'm right here.
Okay. She probably knows better.
And stopped at a light, and I saw this old man being tackled to the ground and pulled around like this by that man. And so I started beeping my horn so people would notice.
Okay.
And I said, "Get off him! Why? What are you doing?" And that's the only reason I'm here is just to tell that.
I got you. Okay.
It's the assumption that he's works for the government.
He came out of the Broadview facility.
Okay.
Okay, so he just mentioned that the man came out the Broadview facility, which must be a facility that the ICE agents are working out of, I'm going to assume. So they may try to say that you're stalking this man, possibly. But I tell you what, as I was listening and watching this, it hit me that maybe people are like filming these agents so that they can put them on the internet and that other people can know, like, hey, this person is an ICE agent as they're out in the community. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why would one film somebody pumping gas? It has got to be because the man doesn't have a mask on, right? And now people will know who he is when he's out and about. So that's why I don't think that they're going to get very far when it comes to these furlough funding bills, why they want the ICE agents to like not wear masks. I don't know if the administration is going to negotiate on that one, but we'll see. Because if you have people doing this, following them from this Bellevue place, what else would they be doing? I don't know. Let me know. Let's keep it going.
You work for the government or no? Do you work for the government or no? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
You followed me from my work.
I know. That's where this came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
You followed me?
Because we got, that's the info we got is somebody's young and this and that when we were coming over.
You followed me from my work.
So after this, you start hollering about all that. This guy's alleging you tossed him on the ground.
Yeah, I was trying to grab his phone out of his hand.
Did he get on the ground?
Did he get on the ground?
Yeah,
he made his way to the ground.
Were you on the ground with him?
I wasn't on the ground, no.
Did he get physical with you at all?
No, I mean, he was actively resisting. He wouldn't let me get his phone out of his hand. What's his name?
So, again, walk me through this, because we're reviewing, obviously, the camera footage.
That's the video, y'all.
Did you see these people following you, everyone that stayed here? Was he following you?
I didn't notice him while I was driving. I only saw him when I got out to pump gas.
Okay. And he's here, you're pumping gas, minding your own business. He's obviously recording you, recording the car, all that stuff. Do you guys exchange words or anything like that?
Not initially, not until I came around the corner and kind of hollered at him, "Why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?"
What he said. Oh, just, okay. And then, because I see you guys are over here.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
We were tossing on the ground trying to get the phone.
Okay. But you're saying you obviously initiate the contact with him trying to... Okay. You're not injured, you don't need medical attention, anything like that? We didn't run the car. Is this a personal car or?
It's my personal.
Okay. Listen, we're just here. We got called here.
Do you understand the seriousness of this and the doxing and the things that occur?
Listen.
My work and everything, so it's
just so you know, I know. It's. We have a job to do. I understand that.
Does this man live there? This ICE agent?
Can we get the footage from them?
We're gonna have to.
So do we make sure we look this all the way through? It's up to you. I'm just,
I understand that.
you know.
I understand that. Fucking grab that. Fucking get to that fucking ground.
Yeah, it's a little choppy. Yeah, I would like to try and see it from the station too. I think it's just a self-service. There, it's blurry. I can't see anything.
I really know that. I haven't heard of too many guys. So.
Okay. Obviously, you're a little concerned with people following you, knowing where you live.
I would be concerned.
Oh man, this shit's gonna be all over TikTok or whatever it's gonna be.
I'd be very concerned. Follow me home, knowing where I live.
Or two, I'm waiting from them who are waiting from other people to make sure we take everybody. It sounds like Monday evening is the earliest. This is recording. Like I said, ours is spotty, but you know, we'll kind of go from there. So, and then just grab a picture like the sidewalk and over here. Where are you guys rolling around at?
It was right over there by that rock.
How'd you guys get separated? You remember?
I guess I got stood up, I guess, you know, people started hollering, so.
And you didn't punch him, anything like that? Are you saying he fell to the ground when you're trying to grab the phone? Did you push him to the ground?
Well, maybe in the struggle he went down, but...
Okay. With the sole intention of grabbing the phone to delete the pictures.
Try to get him off.
Okay, y'all, so I better understand what was going on in this video, because I wasn't clear as to who was following who and all of that. So yes, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Well, maybe not. Well, it's PNW Guy 5551. Welcome to the live stream. He says too dangerous not to wear a mask. People would look them up and go to the ICE agent's home. Yes, and after you said that, that's when I heard them talk about doxing and how the person who was being filmed was concerned about doxing. And people following him. I'll be concerned too. I'm assuming that this person may live in Minneapolis, not just there on assignment. But yes, like, I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. I get the peaceful protesting. I get it. I do. But it seems like to an extent there may be a little bit too much going on. Like if you're gonna record somebody, you need to be discreet. You know what I'm saying? You should be discreet with what you do. You don't be out in the open with it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying one should do that. I mean, I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, you don't need to be all out with it. You got to be discreet about it. But yeah, so I mean, to the point, this man pumping gas, like you saw this man leave the building he worked in, the Bellevue building, follow him to the gas station, and then record this man and they get into a little scuffle. And then once they get into the scuffle, because the man wanted to get that footage to ensure that his identity and things like that remain intact, right? Is what I'm gathering from this video. And then it's like, oh, well, he attacked this man. Y'all, I just don't know. I don't know. Like I told y'all 2 Sundays ago, this is going to continue to spiral. It is. We have not seen the worst of it yet. I don't believe we have. So we're gonna be back on here again talking about more stuff, y'all. Just stay in tune with that. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is that they had the was it the Grammys last night? I think it was the Grammys last night, and Bad Bunny, who's gonna be performing at the Super Bowl on this upcoming Sunday, he had something to say about everything going on. You know, he's from Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken, and he decided to take his moment of recognition to speak out on what's going on with ICE and things here in the continental United States. So let's go ahead and get into that real quick. Here we go.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm gonna say ICE out. We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. Also, I want to say to the people, I know it's tough to know, not to hate on these days. And I was thinking, sometime we get contaminados. I don't know how to say that in English. The hate get more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. So, please, we need to be different. If we fight, we have to do it with love. If, we don't hate them, we love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it, with love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you. Thank you, God. And thank you to the Academy.
All right, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny came with a word for the people. He says, we are not aliens. We are not animals. We are people. We are humans. Yes. When I tell y'all, I've told you guys before, for those who've been here, before today, I'm not a political channel here, right? But I am interested in what's going on because it does impact me. You know what I'm saying? And when I was looking up like things to talk about, because I was very much so intrigued, I guess you can say, with everything going on in Minneapolis, with Nick Shirley, and then all these unalivings. It's just like a lot going on. And when I tell you, sometimes it's kind of hard to believe that's going on in America, in which I live in. Like, I've seen some footage of Minneapolis, and it looks like a war zone. Like all the smoke and all of the things that's going on. It's hard to believe that's right here in the United States of America. And it might be going to other places, we're gonna see. But yeah, it's definitely shocking to see that being here when you see like them going out and what they're doing. They just kept throwing these little, what was it? The little smoke things. I don't know. It was just a very intriguing scene. It looked like you was somewhere in the over in the desert somewhere, the way that they had that looking. But I digress. We have Quantus Brown here. Welcome to the live stream. I salute you as well. We have All Things Key Nicole. Hey girl, glad you're here. She said, "Hey Tiff, thank you. God should have came first." She's talking about Bad Bunny's speech, because he came out talking about what's going on here. And then we got Owly B6N. Welcome to the live stream, Owly. Glad you're here. They said, okay, Ali said, "Shalom, sister. I am a biracial Jew. Not joking." Okay. All right. Then we got Frank here. Frank Demai, 7214. Welcome to the live stream. He's saying, don't shout. No, I'm not shouting. But okay. Anywho, welcome to the live stream, y'all. So what do you guys think about Bad Bunny's speech? He's gonna be here on Sunday, doing his Super Bowl show, and I did see where they're talking about deploying more agents out to the Super Bowl location. Let me look that up real quick. Let's see. They're gonna have more. Y'all also heard what Batman had to say yesterday. So yeah, they're definitely wanting them not to deal with that. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, y'all, it didn't fully populate. Hold on. Yeah, I'm telling you, people, I mean, with what's going on today, I don't think people are going to be at the Super Bowl if they know that their status isn't, ironclad tight, right? Okay, let's see. So, okay, the Super Bowl is being hosted at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's a major national event, and national special security event, which normally involves coordinated federal law enforcement planning. Local officials and the NFL said there are no planned ICE immigration enforcement operations at the stadium itself during the game. Authorities emphasize that any ICE presence is not targeting people attending the Super Bowl and will focus on standard security coordination. So there's a lot of anti-immigration enforcement rallies. I think I saw one this weekend that was in California. Um, they said that Santa Clara leaders have publicly vowed that if any federal agents, including ICE, violate laws or threaten residents, local law enforcement would respond appropriately, though they're also trying to balance safety and de-escalation. So California political leaders, including Governor Gavin Newsom and AG Rob Bonta, are speaking out and encouraging scrutiny of any federal law enforcement actions during the event. So that's what I found out so far. They're not planning on having any of them there, but we're going to see, what happens. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Let me get back on that screen. So we got, okay, Miss Sonia Hughes. Welcome to the live stream, Miss Sonia. She says, hello. His speech was direct and straight to the point. I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was. I think it was a pretty good speech. I really did. So let me show you guys some things that Mr. What is his name? Trevor Noah. Y'all, I didn't even watch the Grammys. I was so tired, y'all. And when I woke up this morning at about 3, the first thing I saw on my feed was about Trevor Noah and his comments regarding Nicki Minaj and President Trump. Okay, so let us get into that. Feel free to chat in the comments here. I read all the comments. I try to anyway. And safe place here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. It is free. Let's get into this.
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here.
Trevor Noah is back at it. On Sunday, February 1st, the comedian hosted the 68th Annual Grammy Awards for the 6th and final time. During his monologue, the 41-year-old cracked jokes as he interacted with the A-list crowd, which included Justin Bieber, Doechii, Bad Bunny, John Legend, and Olivia Dean. As he made his way through the room, the former Daily Show host took a swipe at Jeff Bezos' wedding guest list.
I mean, we've got royalty in the house. Queen Latifah, Your Majesty. So good to see you.
She is royalty.
Look at, man, we got the legendary Jamie Foxx, Grammy winner, Oscar winner, huh? The man who owes me a pickleball rematch. I see you. Congrats on the new song, by the way. Congrats on this. He's back in the mix. There's so many stars in this room. I feel like I'm at Jeff Bezos' wedding, but with way more black people. You know what I mean?
Speaking to Justin Bieber, the comedian poked fun at how the singer previously expressed his frustration over the iPhone's new features, and even gave a shout out to his wife, Hailey Bieber, over her viral road products.
4 Grammy nominations, and I think better than any Grammy, he's come back as a new dad. Congratulations to both of you. Yes, that's right, yeah. My personal favorite thing that Justin Bieber has done over the past year is he told Apple to move the dictation button on the keyboard. Hero, Justin. Now I just need you to tell them to make a new feature where when you search on your phone, it finds things. Please, Justin, we need you. And by the way, Hailey, do you have a discount code for the lip tint? I just need, you know what, it's fine, we'll talk later.
Later, Trevor threw shade at Nicki Minaj after the rapper aligned herself with and defended President Donald Trump, as he noted that she wasn't in attendance, leading the crowd to erupt into cheers.
Oh.
Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby.
The comedian jokingly continued to reference political tensions in the U.S. as he gave a shout out to Doechii and her viral single Anxiety.
Doechii is back, people. Are you kidding me right now? We got Doechii in the house as well. Look, I mean, this is like last year. Doechii killed it with one of the greatest performances ever. Ever. And this year she's back with 5 nominations for her hit record, Anxiety, which is now our new national anthem. But tonight, there is no anxiety, only good vibes.
Okay, good vibes.
Plus, at the end of his monologue, the 41-year-old praised Olivia Dean for standing up to Ticketmaster.
And speaking of good vibes, the amazing, one and only Olivia Dean is also here. Please, give this amazing person a round of applause. Nominated tonight for Best New Artist. And you should be nominated for Most Amazing and Thoughtful Artist because she fought Ticketmaster to stop resellers from ripping fans off, which is amazing. Because if the fans can't afford tickets, we can't have live music. And without concerts, how would we find out which CEOs are having affairs on the Jumbotron? Thank you so much, Olivia Dean. So without further ado, people, let's keep the live music going.
Okay, y'all.
Almost as much as Trump wants Greenland, which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton, so...
President Donald Trump is threatening to sue Trevor Noah over the comedian's joke at the Grammys, which referenced his and Bill Clinton's previous ties to Jeffrey Epstein. During the February 1st ceremony, the 41-year-old host quipped about Trump's relationship with Epstein after mocking his desires for the U.S. to acquire Greenland.
Well, there you have it. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland, which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton. So, oh, I told you it's my last year. What are you going to do about it?
The president took to his Truth Social early the next morning to blast Noah and the award show, writing, "The Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards." Noah said, incorrectly about me, that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill, but I've never been to Epstein Island, nor anywhere close, and until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Trump then called Noah a, quote, total loser, and said he, quote, better get his facts straight and get them straight fast, before threatening to get his attorneys involved, as he brought up his previous suits against media networks and personalities, including George Stephanopoulos. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC, and suing him for plenty. Ask little George Slopadopoulos and others how that all worked out. Also ask CBS, he continued, adding, get ready, Noah, I'm going to have some fun with you. Neither Trump nor Clinton have been charged with any crimes related to Epstein and have denied any wrongdoing, per NBC News. The outlet additionally reported that Trump has previously claimed he rejected going to Epstein's private island in the Caribbean, while Epstein claimed in both 2011 and 2015 exchanges that Clinton was, quote, never on the island. Clinton and Noah have not publicly commented on Trump's social media post as of publication. Reps for the Grammys did not immediately issue a public response.
Interesting. What y'all think about that? With these comments that he made regarding, President Trump and Epstein and Bill Clinton. Like, what do you guys think about that? I can tell y'all one thing. Let me let you guys comment first. See if y'all put anything out here. Okay, while y'all are getting y'all thoughts together. One thing about President Trump is that he's about that follow through. I'm gonna give him that, right? Look, I was just kind of typing in here, trying to figure out like who all has Trump, you know, sued. And so y'all probably know that he just recently sued the IRS and the Treasury Department for like $10 billion. Let me read this to you. So President Trump, along with his sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, and the Trump Organization, has filed a federal lawsuit seeking at least $10 billion against the IRS and the U.S. Treasury Department. He claims that agencies improperly allowed the leak of his tax returns, causing reputational and financial harm. He also alleges negligent safeguarding of his confidential tax information. Okay. He also, let's see, what was the other thing that he did? Because he mentioned a Greg Slopanopoulos. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Let me see what I can find. Who is this person? Because he said, you know, ask him and the others how that fared for him. Because see, one thing about him is that this man he got the coins. So he don't mind spending his coins, proving his point, is what it sounds like to me. Same thing when it comes to like Don Lemon and those other people that are being that are having to fight for, you know, in regards to the church storming situation. Yeah, I mean, according to people, and we talked about it yesterday, some people are saying that this probably he won't probably see any jail time, but either way it go, he gonna spend some money fighting this. So if he don't spend a day, if he don't do a day in the jail, he done spent a good amount of coins fighting this. So sometimes people want to drain them pockets to show you what you need to be seen, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna be, you know, the move. Now I'm trying to get this to come up so I can tell you guys about this who is Greg Sinopoulos person. If anybody knows, can you please go ahead and put that in the chat for me? I'd appreciate it. But I'm still gonna try to see what I can find here. Okay, who is, let's see. I went to a new screen, y'all. So we got Elfina here saying that Jesus loves you. Remember to love Jesus with your heart and soul. Yes, thank you so much. Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate your message. Okay, so George, not Greg, is a prominent American journalist, television anchor, and former political advisor. Okay, so what is his dealings with Trump? What is his dealings with Trump? Let me get to the point. Okay. What is that? Okay, so all right, there was a defamation lawsuit and legal fallout. Now we're getting somewhere. So in March 2024, Stephanopoulos, I may be saying that wrong, work with me, y'all, made incorrect statements on his show about Trump, stating that Trump had been found liable for rape in a civil case involving writer E. Jean Carroll. Trump sued Stephanopoulos and ABC News for defamation over those comments. In December 2024, ABC News and Stephanopoulos settled the lawsuit by agreeing to pay $15 million to a foundation tied to Trump's presidential library, pay $1 million towards Trump's legal fees, and issue a public apology and expression of regret for the inaccurate statements. Okay. So Trump, okay. So he had them pay $15 million to a foundation of his, to his presidential library. They paid his legal fees, and he wanted a public apology. Interesting. So that's why he was saying to Noah Trevor that he needs to he specifically mentioned this gentleman right here. Okay. So he did say that he had never been to Epstein's Island and all that good stuff. So he's probably going to really pursue um action against Trevor Noah. I would not put that past Trump. I would not. But y'all, what do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Because yeah, I believe he's going to pursue something with that. And I honestly don't know like how it works when you're like doing jokes versus like political commentating. So I guess we'll all see like what happens, right? But yes, y'all, that is what I have to say on that. So if you happen to catch the replay of this, put in the chat, what your thoughts are. Let me know something. And yes, I'll be back probably again tomorrow at 7 p.m. I will be on time. I will make sure I have everything good to go. I was out running errands today and I was running late. But yes, y'all, I'm going to be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I need to get it scheduled. I'll have some more things for us to kind of look at and react to. So with that, if you have not done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Support the channel. I appreciate y'all. You all have a great night and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.